One dark week, February 2026 has been a month of reckoning. In South Africa, a young dreamer's life is snuffed out on camera. In Ghana, a foreign predator's trail of destruction finally ends in handcuffs. And in Nigeria, a man of God claims a new ranking that has the entire continent questioning the boundaries of faith. Tonight, we aren't just looking at headlines, we're looking at the names, the faces, and the cold, the hard facts behind stories that stopped the internet. Welcome to the deep dive. The Isaac David Satlat story. The victim, a future stolen. His name was Isaac David Satlat. At only 22, he was a student of automobile engineering at Divine Progress Technical College. To fund his education, he took up e-hailing. He had only been driving for 2 months. He was set to graduate in March 2026, and he never made it. The incident happened on February 11, 2026, in Plateau West, near the Kwaga shopping center. Dashcam footage captured the final terrifying moments. A female passenger and her male accomplice, a struggle, strangulation, life extinguished. His body and vehicle were later dumped in Atteridgeville. The investigation moved with lightning speed. 3 suspects have been hauled before the Pretoria Magistrates Court. Their names, Dikeledi Mfela. No wonder she has tears in her name. Goitsion Machidi. McLaren Mushwana. In a shocking turn, on February 16, they abandoned their bid for bail. They know the weight of the evidence against them. A 4th suspect is still in the shadows, haunted by the saps, the fallout. Isaac's uncle, Otila Onaja, is now pleading for 70,000 rand to repatriate Isaac's body to Nigeria.
You told me he dreamed of working on cars. He was studying motor engineering or mobile engineering.
Yeah, presently he's studying mobile engineering, and he's due to graduate next month. And this happened to him. Isaac loves cars. He's peaceful, he's kind, he's friendly, people love him. He's a champion, he champions his friends all around. Everybody anywhere he goes, people love him. People like to be around him. Till the day he died, he was with his friends. Till the last minute, he was with his friends. He just went to hustle to become a responsible person.
He's a hard-working young man, as you describe him. As the family, what do you make of the brutal manner of his death, especially when he was just out doing his job?
This is quite unacceptable. It shouldn't happen to anybody. It shouldn't happen to anybody.
As a family now, what assistance do you need in terms of getting him home?
Right now we need assistance. We need funds to take him back home so that he can be laid to rest in his hometown where he's from.
And Uncle Otila, as a family, do you think enough is being done to protect e-hailing drivers in the country?
We need more to be done. We need more to be done. This is very heartbreaking for us, and we need more safety for other people who are working honest jobs like Isaac. We were just lost in the
A student who came to learn, killed by those sought to serve. This isn't just about a crime, it's about the bloodbath of the e-hailing industry in South Africa.
Gentlemen and lady, you each have a right to legal representation.
The predator in Accra, the HIV scandal. The scandal breaks. For weeks, whispers turned into screams on Ghanaian social media. A white guy, frequently identified in viral threads, was the life of the party. enticing young girls with luxury, status, and charm. He recorded videos of walking up to unsuspecting victims in malls and outside the malls and just inviting them over to his house. But he carried a secret that would change their lives forever. We now confirm that the Ghanaian police have officially made an arrest. The individual whose patterns of romance and ruin have left a trail across Accra. But the arrest is just the beginning of the horror. Medical reports and victim statements have surfaced. He didn't just sleep with the girls, he knowingly infected several of them with HIV. Allegedly. The most heartbreaking fact of this case, this Russian predator made one of his victims a young woman with her whole life ahead of her, who could not bear the weight of her new status. After discovering she had been infected by the man, she committed suicide. This is no longer just a scandal. It is a multiple count of criminal investigation, involves reckless endangerment and loss of life. Now the tattooed pastor, ranking in the spirit. In Nigeria, the pulpit is usually a place of tradition, but Pastor Kingsley Okonkwo, the lead pastor of David's Christian Center, DCC, decided to mark his 50th birthday in a way that set the Christian community on fire. He got a tattoo, John 3:16. The defense, ranking in the spirit. The backlash was immediate. Critics cited Leviticus, but Pastor Kingsley's response, it was fire. He addressed his critics directly in the live videos, saying, "This is ranking in the spirit, sir. My junior can't talk when I'm talking. There are people you can't correct." Allegedly.
A good part of my calling, an anointing that I've seen in my life, is to deal with the spirit of religion. So some people think, "Oh, why are you posting? Why are you fighting?" No, this is my calling. When I got born again, it's some of the people that are our forefront people in the body of Christ. I've never really had a world experience in the world, and I'm not saying they're great religious fact. Some of them they got born again from when they were young. Their idea of being a bad boy or bad person is maybe stealing meat from somebody's mother's pot, so those kind of things. So they got saved. It was, they didn't really have experience in the world. So when they got saved, they continued this tradition of, "Oh, don't do this, don't wear this." But some of us, I represent a whole constituency. And I know, you see, there's nothing as good as knowing your calling. I've seen people enter my DM and try to define my calling. You don't know my calling. You don't know what God has called me to do. You can't define it for me. Not even after 30 years in active ministry, globally renowned ministry. I think from the corner you are in, you want to define what I'm called to do, what I should do, what I should say, what I should. You don't know anything about my calling. So that I'm giving the background. I have, part of my calling was when I became born again, one of the first things I noticed was that there was incredible amount of boredom. I discovered that people painted Christianity as the most boring thing in life. As if when you give your life to Christ, you have wasted. You have wasted. That's how people introduced Christianity. So when I came to the Christ, in fact, if you told people you were going to be a pastor, then they will cry because they're a wasted soul. That's how the community saw it. They're a wasted soul. This can't be Christianity. Jesus was not boring. Where are we getting this idea that if you give your life to Christ, you can't have phone, you can't have television, you can't dress well, you can't have a haircut, you can't have a style, just walk like a moron, like a zombie, just be sober. That's what we meant. That's what we meant. You can't even dance, drink, and worship. Just sing and stand still, the rock. Can't enjoy your life. Enjoyment was sin and sin. So when I came to Christ, I said, no, I do not see this in the Bible at all. Jesus himself was a social guy. The first miracle they talk about that he didn't go there to do a miracle. He didn't go there to do a ministry. He went there for a party. Jesus went for a party. He went for a wedding. And I'm sure he was just having a nice time, just with people eating and drinking. And his mother just came to stress him that, hey, Jesus, why not, this would need wine. I just say, hey, I'm not here for that. I'm just here to have a good time. I'm sure the mother has seen him turn butter to cheese, has seen him turn, sandwich to toast bread and something. So the mother just stressed him out. Hey, do something for them. So he wasn't there for miracle. And even when he did the miracle, he turned water to wine. Yeah, I guess you don't know. In those days, they didn't have technology to remove alcohol from those grape juices. So he literally gave them alcohol. Now, I'm sure it wasn't Shakis. I'm sure it wasn't those kind of things. But there was some alcohol in it because they didn't have any other technology there. So Jesus supplied wine. If I go somewhere supply wine, pastor goes somewhere supply wine, now won't you people still crucify? You will crucify. I have not been that boring Christian. Those people that know me, of course, some people don't know me closely, so you just think I'm just a regular pastor. No, not at all. Not at all. Part of my calling is to make sure Christianity is not seen as a boring thing. It's to make sure I have a whole constituency. I have a whole people that I represent in the fold. That's why you notice I'm not like a regular pastor.
He argued that faith is skin deep. He cited Joyce Meyer, 80, and Max Lucado, 70, as legends who also have ink. He told his critics, if it pains you, take Panadol. The theological debate. Is it an evangelical tool or a compromise? Okonkwo claims that the tattoo preached the gospel to millions in 24 hours via blogs. He even threatened to get dreadlocks next. Whether you agree or not, one thing is certain. Kingsley Okonkwo is redefining the image of a Nigerian pastor. Nigeria trending roundup. Before we close, here's the state of the nation right now. The El-Rufai saga. After being released by the EFCC, former Governor Nasir El-Rufai has been rearrested by the ICPC on fresh charges. The drama in the corridors of power is peaking. Plateau mine tragedy. A toxic gas leak at a mining site in Plateau site has tragically killed 37 miners. The federal government has ordered an immediate shutdown of the site. The royal killing. In Ondo State, gunmen stormed the palace of a traditional ruler in a failed abduction attempt, killing the monarch. Security forces are currently combing the forest. Economic shift. President Temu has signed a landmark executive order directing NNPC to remit oil revenues directly to the Federation account, cutting out billions in administrative leakages. A reflection. Tonight, we've seen the worst of humanity, Pretoria and Accra, and a new dimension of religious freedom in Lagos. These aren't just stories. They are mirrors of our society. Justice for Isaac David Satlat. Justice for the girls in Ghana. And a conversation about faith that is far from over. Now, what is your take? Does a pastor's ranking exempt him from criticism? And what should be the punishment for the predator in Ghana? Drop your comments below. I'm reading every single one, believe me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this documentary. The truth deserves to be heard.